Hello and welcome or welcome back. Today we're just going to be playing some Killing Floor 2 and just talking about stuff. So yeah, I'll stop rambling and we'll get right into it. Oh yeah. Yeah. Thank y'all for chilling, by the way. As always, I'm getting hit from behind. Yeah, today we're doing, I should have ran into him. Anyway, yeah. I don't know, trying something a little bit different here. Because I got Killing Floor 3 coming up, right? But I don't really have a computer that's good enough to run it, right? But I want to be able to play it at least. And if I can, record, and make content, right? That'd be even better. But I couldn't get it to. I couldn't get my OBS to run with everything. So yeah, I'm trying to screen record it through GeForce NOW through that app. So I mean, like, it might look a little bit better. It's still going to be in 720, unfortunately, for now. If and when I upgrade, like, this year, things will be better, I promise. But until then, we just do what we got. Oh, my God. Until then, we just do what we got to do. Bat. No? What a bastard. What the fuck? So with all that being said, at least for this video, if it's a little laggy, I'm sorry. I'm trying to, like, get things fine-tuned. Yeah, doing it through GeForce NOW, and like, how Killing Floor, in order to adjust like a lot of the, oh, look at that. In order to adjust a lot of the settings, it needs to restart, and you can't really do that. God damn it. With GeForce, because you're technically using like a different computer each time, So yeah, hopefully that'll be different for Killing Floor 3. Hopefully you don't have to reset your computer in order to fucking change any settings, even if it's in the main menu. You shouldn't have to fucking do that. I don't really get it, but whatever. So yeah, I'm just getting things figured out for that. So I figured might as well try and do a KF2 video through it. I got my Audacity running at the same time. I tried doing it without, and it sounds weird. Just running everything through the GeForce NOW. So I'll see, I'll screen grab it and run Audacity, because Audacity takes like nothing. That's the problem with OBS, well, my problem at least, is that it's just a little beefy if you got an old computer. So, yeah, and like when it comes down to this, I don't know if it's, because my internet's also been kind of wacky too. I got pretty decent internet, and I don't know, it's just been kind of shitty lately. I think it's because we have like so many fucking devices connected, it's ridiculous. But I'm hardwired in. So I shouldn't be having that issue. Everybody's just like, you shouldn't be having those problems. Well, I do. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I don't even know if this will be a video or if this is just an experiment. I don't know. I gotta get the hell out of there for a second, though. I don't know why I turned right back around. Circle back around. Yeah, it has that little bit of lag. So I get that too. I don't know if that's a graphics thing or if that's a, because I don't know what kind of computer I'm dealing with. I know it's a decent computer, the one that I'm running through right now, through the internets, the interwebs, because that's how this shit works. Oh, give me a fucking break. I'm unstoppable. Yeah, I got a guy in the Discord. He's like he's a good dude. He's a friend. He turned into a friend over the months we've been chilling and talking and stuff like that. So, but he's gonna be grabbing up 2 copies of Killing Floor 3 like the day before, the day of release. One for me and one for him, so we can get shit rolling. Yeah. So today I figure I'm gonna just take some time and see if I can't see how to record it, because I've never recorded through, like, I never had a reason to record GeForce NOW. I just play games that I knew my computer wouldn't be able to handle very well. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to play for very long anyway. They're hour sessions under the free, so I'll just do that for now. I'm hopefully going to be upgrading like within a year or so. So I mean, like, I don't see the point in paying for a premium plan. That's just a fucking waste of money to me. I'm like, I'm old school. I take what I can get and I work with it, bro. You know. So I'll do that for free. I don't give a shit. It's not gonna fucking impede me. You know, in between in between whatever round, I just get up, take a piss, and get a water or something. You know, stretch the legs. That's the way I look at it. I don't really care. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be playing that. So yeah, and I don't know about, like, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna be playing much more, or at least recording much more KF2. Like I said before, it's like I enjoy it more playing with friends. But I figure KF3 is right around the corner. You know, I could do 1 or 2 videos. Until then. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So when that comes out, we'll be playing that. So join the Discord. You know, if you're going to be playing too, we can all play together. It'll be fun. You know, even if I'm not around, there's usually people around that that do want a game. So, or that can game rather, because of course I want to. But that are around and available. You know what I mean? There's usually always someone around. So yeah, and they're very rarely lonely. But anyway, yeah. I know that there's a lot of mixed feelings when it comes down to KF3. I'm just like, I mean, yeah. If you've seen some of my older videos, then you know how I feel. I don't really have to keep reiterating that, you know. I take the good with the bad, right? I accept that it's not going to be exactly what the hell I want it to be. You know, I wasn't really expecting it to be that. But, you know, some of the choices I don't really like. The futuristic type weapons and shit like that. I'm like, I'd rather just have the grounded weapons, you know. Like, I know it's supposed to be futuristic, and how effective can just a regular fucking gun be now and in that Zedpocalypse shit, you know? At that level, you know what I mean? But it's just like, you know, who cares? I don't really... Some of the space age fucking weapons are really lame to me looking, but I don't know. I haven't had my hands on it. You know, I didn't play the beta. You know, I probably won't play the stress test. What the fuck? That didn't kill him. So, we'll see. But anyway, did you guys ever see that movie, The Accountant? You know, with Ben Affleck. He's like a savant. You know, like that. I don't know. If you see it, you see it. I'm not going to sit and explain it like I would normally would, but because it's normally, I don't know. I normally wouldn't talk about movies like this, but I did watch the sequel to that one the other day. And did he say something about cloaked? I don't know. I got my everything but the music is turned down a good amount. But anyway, yeah. I watched that movie the other day, and I was really kind of expecting it to be. Ooh. Worse, because the way that people made it sound like it was good, it's a total like tonal shift, you know. Where the first one was like a good like action kind of movie, you know, like this is gonna be more of like like a buddy comedy, you know. It's just like not really. It kind of isn't. It isn't, right? Like it's not heavy-handed with the whole like cheeky buddy comedy shit, you know what I mean? Like it's there. It's not really there that often, though. Like, I don't know. They focus a lot on a new character. It's just some chick that I think the actress might be the one from that Cowboy Bebop live-action show. You know, that insufferable chick. I think it's her. I'm not too sure. The only reason why I thought that was just kind of funny was because, like, her character... I don't know, I'll explain it in a second. Well, anyway, like, her story's not really funny. I mean, like, I'll tell you what's funny about it. But, like, like, her character was, like, she was, I think she might have been, like, a doctor. She worked at a hospital or something. I don't know. She got attacked in a parking garage, right? You know, like, that kind of attack, you know. But she got away, right? Before anything, you know, bad can happen to her, really. You know what I mean? Physically, at least. But, she gets out of there, but like as she's leaving, she gets in her car and she zips out, and you know she's just trying to get away at that point. She crashes into another car. I can't remember. I only watched this movie once, but like I pretty sure what it. God damn. Pretty sure she crashed like right into like head on with somebody, and then she gets into like a coma, right? And she gets all like messed up too. I think she needs plastic surgery and shit because the way she looked before isn't the way she looked like. You know, I don't know. That's why I think it's funny. She looks a lot different. I wouldn't say that she was like, she was really very average, right? Like before, she's very average, which is no, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I like that actually. You know, those some of them like really hot bitches are just they're like what that just that bitches. but anyway, yeah, no, it went from like she was just an average looking woman to relatively attractive what's her shit from that one crappy show. I'd say if you're gonna like compare both of the movies, that obviously this one's just not as good. I mean it's all right, but they tried. Like I get that like they wanted to make another one, right? But they didn't want to make the same movie twice, which is like the reason why the movie was the way it was is because of like I don't know the way they made it, the story and everything like that. Like they didn't just tell you who this guy was; they showed you in every conceivable way. I don't know, is that recording the time up top? I got a half hour left. Well, like what was they saying? Yeah, like it showed you everything. Well, like that's what people liked about the movie was that whole thing. You know what I mean? So they were like, we need to make another movie. My question is, why the hell? You see how she went down? She's just the like the T posing model, right? Like that. It's so funny looking. But yeah, so my whole thing was when I heard that there was an accountant too, the first time I saw a commercial, that campy commercial for it, I'm like, well, for one, why the hell did they feel like this needed a sequel? Are they really that out of ideas just everywhere? The people that would have made like a pretty decent movie before, like a holdout, like Ben Affleck, say what you want about the guy. He's a pretty good actor and he's made some pretty damn good movies. Like what was that one surprisingly good movie? Gone Girl. Like that one was actually okay. Like for what it was actually a pretty good movie. Like I don't know, I thought it was the chick is a fucking sociopath. She's just a nut. It works. Neil Patrick Harris is in it. Yeah, the only reason why I mentioned him is because I just loved him in Harold and Kumar. He's like, you know what the PH stands for in NPH? They're like Patrick Harris, and he's just like, no, that's a common misconception. It's poon handler. And the guy's, he's a gay. He's gay. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? But he has fucking fun with it. When he's like, one in Harold and Kumar, the guy is just like fucking hilarious, and every one of them, like, he's so funny. He's what was it, the third one, where he like comes on to one of the showgirls that like is in like a play of his or whatever, a musical of his, or a performance, whatever the fuck it is, I don't know. But like he's coming on to her in the dressing room, and she's just like, I thought you were gay. He's like, I am gay for that pussy. Like it's just too fucking fun. Oh, he just has so much fun with it. I don't know. He's one of them. I don't know. Say what you want about him, but when people can have fun like that with themselves, with their image, with kind of part of who they are, you know what I mean? I find that great. But anyway, that's not what this is about. What is it about? Oh yeah, I was naming off like a halfway decent sleeper for at least me. Like I wouldn't have expected to enjoy that movie, that Gone Girl movie as much. I like put it on and I'm like, it's gonna be some sort of weird chick flick in it, and nah, not really. More of like a psychological thing. But yeah. And even him is like, I know it's gonna be like a hot take, but like even Batman, even Ben Affleck's Batman was not awful in my opinion. I think he was a better Bruce Wayne than anything, right? Like he was probably a better Bruce Wayne than I would say Christian Bale, but Christian Bale was just the better Batman. You know what I mean? I would say like overall, obviously Bale was better, but they're also telling different stories. So I think they were trying to go more like what is it, like Dark Knight Rises, like the storyline, like the comic storyline. I think I might be right. I can't remember. where like Batman's a little older, and that's where the suit comes from, where he's fighting, where they're fighting in that Superman, Batman vs Superman movie that wasn't really great, but that's where that suit came from. Or it's like Dark Knight Returns. I don't know, something like that. He's an old man. Yeah, now I can't remember. Dark Knight Returns, I think. It's when like Bruce Wayne's already been retired for a minute, or like Batman's been retired, whatever. He's an old man now, and then he comes back, and then there's like I don't know. You gotta watch it. I mean, it was a graphic, or it is a graphic novel, I think, but there is like a movie, 2-part movie. I think it might still be on Max, so or it's out there on the web somewhere. I'm sure you can find it. A 2-part is pretty good. But anyway, that's what it just kind of more reminded me of. I know that Affleck wasn't retired, I don't think, but he was aging, so it kind of fits together. But yeah, I don't know. The Accountant 2, I wouldn't call it a bad movie, and I really wouldn't call it a comedy movie really either. I would call it has more comical like comedy elements. Like they lean into his social awkwardness. Like he goes to like a dating, like what is it, speed dating, and like that's just super awkward because he's a high functioning like savant. I think he's autistic. I think that's what they imply in the first movie. But he's like, yeah. So I mean, his brain is super powerful in some areas, but then that's why he lacks in other areas. Like socially and stuff. But like, and also the brother being, he's just up there, motherfucker. And then his brother just kind of being more just like the gung-ho, angry, ready to kind of pounce on anything, just super intense kind of guy. So like there's a little bit of like comedy thrown in with that, but I wouldn't say that it's a comedy movie, really. I mean, with that new character being introduced too, she's like, I think I like they add like another like type of savant or whatever, you know what I mean? Because when she got in her accident and everything like that, like it's like her brain kind of reset. I think she still has some memories. I can't remember. I only watched it once, but she pretty much like it. But like she remembers, but it would be like her watching somebody else's. Like it doesn't matter, Like those memories matter nothing to her because they didn't happen to her, So she's a completely different person. And I think she has like she's more perceptive and she can learn things faster. And I don't know. It's that kind of thing. But what makes them really different is just like she wasn't born that way where he was, and he like had to develop himself into that. Like his dad, if you've seen the first movie, it's like his dad training him and his brother to be pretty much just like badasses, be capable. The guy was like special forces or some shit. So like he wanted his kids to be the same way, and he saw that his son was, he's a handicap. He was autistic, and he was lost, and he wanted to guide his son the best way he could, but he was also kind of a psychopath himself. So, I don't know. But I think Affleck does a good job with them, and I think they did a good job with what they had for the second movie. I guess I would suggest it. It's not the worst in the world. It's not the worst waste of your time. You can definitely watch worse. You could definitely waste your time. You could definitely pick other things to watch to waste your time. It's way better than I believe. Where I don't even know where he is. I can't hear nothing. I have everything turned down except for the music. Yeah, go ahead and do that, motherfucker. Oh, that works sometimes. Haha. They sent you here to die, bro. You're locked here with me, homie. You're just the patriarch. Watch him kill me. You might not even be in the third game. Haha. That sucks. They better bring Patriarch back, at least lore-wise. Where is he? Come on, boy. Get bullied. Damn it. It didn't work. Did it break his fucking cloak? Oh, God. I'm almost out of ammo. What a bitch. Get out of here. What? What did I do? I didn't do shit to you, bro. You just stepped on a spider. You just stepped on one of your own, you punk bitch. And you just killed another one. You see that, bro? He's all wanting, he's all saying, my children, my babies. Fuck you. Got your ass. Come on. Ooh, yeah. There you go, bud. Punk bitch. Tasteless displays of wealth, anyone? Well, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. Did you see the accountant movies? What do you think of the second one? Are you going to be playing KF3? Yeah, I don't know. If you want to play, join the Discord. We can play games, talk about anything. I don't know. But anyway, I'll stop ranting and rambling and let you get on with your day or night. If you would just please consider doing all the things that YouTube likes and that I appreciate very, very much. Thank you so much for hanging out. It really does mean the world to me. You have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.